Hello everyone, today we are looking at the result of my Anima defense. This is Mirabilis bonus week. I am using her for this reason. And I am also reusing an older setup which included Mirabilis. So I know this is not fire season. I am using legendary Lilina because she has a lot of power. AoE is still relevant and very important in either race defense. In fact, I believe Return Trap benefits mostly from having as much as power as possible. This is why you see Lilina, Bernadetta, Chrom hard hitting units like those. I talked about this 2 weeks ago. The reason why I have to remove Halloween Wrath, this current build is very good at surviving, but against very strong tanks he's doing nothing, and sometimes he even fails to survive. So this is why I need power. I mean, if Lilina is dead anyway to her biggest counters such as I don't know, Henriette or Micaiah, at least Gifted Magic deals a lot of damage, and then you will have Chrom following up with Ground Orders, effect of Gentle Dream with Change Fate. Some interesting interaction happens with Change Fate and Ground Orders. So this is Water Season. I am using Chrom here, but to tell the truth, I started the week not with Chrom in this spot, but instead with this build of Dual Leaf. But then I realized over time that all of my damage dealers, they are hitting magic. I mean, they are hitting resistance. That's not too good. It's not bad, but I think it's better for me to try someone hitting very hard on the defense stat. My problem, however, is that I really wanted a range cavalry, but I do not have a strong physical weapon for range cavalry. I don't have. This is why I hesitated for a while. But then at the end of the week I changed Dual Leaf for Chrom. And I also changed the placement of the fortress. Initially it was just like that. This was an older setup with Halloween Wrath as a frontline cavalry tank, but I am not using Wrath now, so having fortress here means it is more difficult for my enemies to snipe Lilina. One thing you will also notice, the HP matching. Why I am using HP matching despite using off-season Lilina? Because she has lowest HP, which means Kia staff always activate on Lilina unless someone else has a debuff. But I mean, sometimes people try to snipe. I know it might happen, and I think if some people succeed at sniping Lilina turn 1, at least the matching HP would save me. It will save me. Kia staff will trigger for everyone. This is why I still keep the HP matching. For me, this is important. So the defense works well. And this first replay shows me something that is very important. This. Sometimes I forget. People don't always use Wings of Mercy on Plumeria, but they keep Sabotage speed. And because Mirabilis is a bonus unit, she has more stats than usual, and she might eventually avoid the Sabotage. So lowering Dual Leaf stats mean that there is a higher chance for Mirabilis to be the second target of the Return Plus. Also, if you haven't noticed, I have own speed on Seros. to get more stats on dual leaf plus 4 speed, because I did the math, everything, and I calculated that dual leaf has more visible stats than Mirabilis after accounting for Gentle Dream triggering on Mirabilis. But this is not what's happening in this situation, because a dual leaf is affected by the -7 speed. So this is what happened. Healing on Mirabilis instead of dual leaf. So this is why after this replay I removed the stat refine of Brave Sword, and I used, instead of Distant Guard, Sacred Seal HP, because I need to lower her stat as much as possible. And during the week, over time, I was thinking about another solution, which is the weaker version of Brave Sword, which is very good. Brave Sword inflicts -5 speed and has very low might. So this is why you see earlier that Mirabilis has Brave Sword with double HP. This way there is no chance that a bonus Mirabilis, even highly merged, will be the second or even the first target of the healing trap. So as I said, I know some people bring the good counters to Lilina, but that's why I need 2 dancers for this kind of setup, to allow Sarah returning another unit. So this one features double Savior skill, and damage reduction. So there is a huge misplay here with Dedu not being protected by Henriette. That's my only kill. So as a reminder, the reason why Lilina didn't make a follow-up is because she has Wind Sweep. I am thinking maybe in the future I will try another setup, if possible, with this map, because as you can see, the problem with the return trap in this current situation is that at turn 3, turn 2, turn 3, Sarah is using the healing on dancers, and this is useless. And you don't want to see that happening. But because Bernadetta is here, she's inflicting 1 damage to everyone. So this is why for this current setup at least, turn 1 engagement is very important. If it fails terribly, it's not good. So this Altina is stronger, so this is why she's not dying, as expected. So this is a Gale Force attempt. So this one, if my memory is correct, was the last match with Duolith. And it made me realize something. Duolith and Lilina, I always knew that Lilina and Duolith, they overlap a little bit. Most units Lilina kills, Leaf can also kill. And this is why I didn't like this idea too much. But I don't have too many strong range cavalries at disposal. Eventually I have Selena, but she's hitting again resistance. I have Summer Lilina, but Summer Lilina is not good against Henriette because Slick Fighter cancels Broadly Fan, and that's a problem. So before the disaster starts here, let me show you this. Keep in mind, attack res rain, and double distant defense. So of course I expected Lilina to die easily, but this, however, was unexpected. I expected more. 63 plus 7 plus 5, and she attacks for 1 damage. In general, my Sarah will deal almost 10 damage to a basic Henriette double distant defense. The reason why she's dealing only 1 damage, I believe, is because attack res rain, attack rain, double attack rain. It protects Henriette. That's why she's not dealing much damage. And of course Iceberg one-shot Duolith, and this is over. So this is why after this replay, I told myself, okay, no hesitation anymore, Duolith, bye bye. Let's use Chrom, Legendary Chrom. It's sad that this is only for water season, but whatever. There's definitely a huge misplay here. You have Farsafe, Brave Actor. So unless you don't understand how the return trap is working, I don't understand why you are doing this. Because now this is a situation that is not looking good. And it doesn't have bonfire. And that's probably why Chrom survived. I think Chrom will be dead otherwise. I think. So yeah, they deal a lot of damage, Bernadetta and Sarah, to a brave actor. That's why Bond of Alpha plus joint drive attack is ridiculous. You give him plus 10 damage. And this one, I think I was lucky to have Chrom here against this monstrosity. You look at this. How much resistance? And you use lull attack, which means all the buffs I give in attack is useless. And of course it has to be Mystic Boost still, because you dislike Seros. So everything died to this Lilina except Chrom. I mean, look, even someone strong like Bernadetta, she deals no damage. That's ridiculous. No damage as expected, and this. Ground orders change fate. Exact lethal. If Chrom didn't get this important kill, I think this is game over for me. So that was a very, very important kill. So this is another strong, brave actor. The problem is that he cannot counter attack, so ground orders is pretty cool in defense, dangerous. And again, like I said earlier, I have to change the setup, try to work with something else, because as you can see, even in this match, Sarah will use return on Peony turn 2 or turn 3 because some units are still missing HP because of Bernadetta's wrist weapon. yes, several times you see if someone baits Lilina, Sarah will use return on Chrom or leaf, and then she gets danced and use the second return assist on Seros, which is not useful. So this is why for this kind of setup, turn 1 has to be very strong, because if turn 1 fails terribly and turn 2 is not threatening, then you have Sarah using return on everyone and she eats the 2 dance. So this is not good. It's still working nicely, but I think there are definitely some improvements to be made, such as, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, trying something like that. I mean, I will see next time what could be done with this setup, just to avoid silly AI with Sarah using return on both dancers and using up all the dances. Anyway, so far, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.